Good morning. The September 14th, 2021 meeting of the Charter Authorizing Panel is called to order. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Department of Ed auditorium and to Zoom, and ask that you please silence all electronic devices. We have a very quick meeting today, I believe. And good morning, Mr. Baldwin.
Good morning.
All right, let's get straight into our agenda. And panel members, we have approval of the August 17th and August 18th meetings there for you to review. And when you're ready, I'll accept a motion.
I'll make that motion.
A motion to approve the minutes as presented?
Second.
And a second by Ms. Wright McMurray. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Good morning, Mr. Johnston. We're ready for action item number 1.
Good morning, Tim Johnston, DESI Charter Unit.
Tim broke the camera.
As soon as he walked up here.
Not surprised.
Well, I can affirm you look great. I don't know how you could break the camera first thing.
Mary Claire probably had something to do with it.
Ms. Kaufman, see how you jinx this when you say a short meeting?
Evidently. Thanks. Now we're back in business. Mr. Johnston.
Yes, ma'am.
Action item number 1, please.
Action item number 1. Premier High School Springdale has submitted a digital learning program that will follow asynchronous and synchronous instruction through virtual delivery. School instructors will utilize an LMS to monitor student activity and engagement. Premier High School Springdale serves grades 9 through 12, and their charter expires in 2026. And Dennis Felton and Steve Gast are both on Zoom if you have any questions.
Questions from the panel? Dr. Flowers?
Right now.
Ms. Wright McMurray?
So if it expires in 2026, do we need to have the same conversation about the time period?
Yes. So, Mr. Felton or Mr. Gast, the question is, are you willing to seek approval for this application for 3 years, has been customary with all of the digital learning applications?
Yes, we're fine with that.
Any other questions?
And then
You may want to get closer to your microphone.
sorry. And then the second question that I have, and I was just trying to review again just to make sure. So, for students that are virtual, if we had start to identify there's challenges or concerns, what type of mechanism or plan is in place for them to have to come back to in-person instruction?
I can take that, Mr. Gass. One of the things that we want to make sure that we're doing is being responsive to student needs. And so in the event that we had a student that chose the virtual option, the first thing we would do is try to provide that additional support through a virtual perspective, and then that's not working, then we would set up mandatory days for them to come on campus. What we don't want to do is, particularly with our population, if a kid has dropped out of high school and we've got them back engaged in the process, then we're trying to be careful of being flexible to them. So whereas we would want to work with a student versus saying, okay, you're going to come on campus every day, and then we lose that student and they dropped out again, they become disengaged.
But you'll identify like a couple of days a week where they will have to come in person and meet with someone if you identify that there is some challenges with them doing the virtual option.
That is correct.
Okay.
Mr. Baldwin, questions?
Yes, really just one, and I'm sure you all have this in your application. I'm traveling and I'm having a hard time finding where I made my note on this, but talk to us a little bit about the number of students that you anticipate joining virtually, and what percent of your total population would that be? I know that's probably the best guess, but I'm just trying to understand the size of the program.
Right now, the virtual piece represents about 10% of the student population, so very small at this time. So we're excited about having kids. Majority of kids want to come in the building.
Okay. Thank you.
Hearing no other questions, and just for the record, the application has been thoroughly reviewed by the DESE team. So any other questions? Then I'll accept a motion.
I move approval.
I have a motion by Ms. Wright McMurray to approve the application for 3 years.
Second.
A second by Dr. Flowers. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes. Congratulations. And as customary, this item will be taken before the state board at the next meeting. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Gass. Thank you, Mr. Felton. Mr. Johnston, item number 2, please.
The Academies of Rivercrest High School submitted a digital learning program application that will follow asynchronous and synchronous instruction through virtual delivery. Instruction will be provided by licensed staff through an Arkansas-approved digital provider. The school serves grades 9 through 12. Their charter expires in June of 2026, and their application has gone through all of the DESE reviews. And Chantel Raper is available via Zoom for any questions.
Good morning, Ms. Raper.
Good morning.
I'm assuming we can start with the first question of, are you agreeable for a modification for 3 years?
We are. Yes, 3 years will be fine.
Ms. Wright McMurray, additional questions? Dr. Flowers?
None for me.
Mr. Baldwin, additional questions?
No, I'm good.
Dr. Williams, additional questions?
None for me, thank you.
All right, then I'll accept a motion.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Dr. Williams and a second by Mr. Baldwin to approve the Academies at Rivercrest High School digital learning program for 3 years. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Congratulations, Ms. Raper.
Thank you.
And I think that concludes our meeting. I think we do need to recognize that Miss Mary Claire Hyatt is leaving us today. Today is her last day, and Ms. Hyatt, you've been an excellent public servant, and you have served this committee very well, and give our members an opportunity to say anything if they'd like to. Ms. Wright McMurray?
Well, Mary Claire, I said I do not support this decision. I don't recall getting the email or the phone call asking me if this is going to be okay, but definitely always encourage folks to take additional opportunities that can allow them to grow and develop. And you've been a pleasure to work with, not just on this project, but other ones as well. And so definitely wish you the best in your next endeavor. I know you're going to do awesome things, and I know our paths will continue to cross. But it has been a joy to work with you, and just the knowledge that you bring to the charter panel has always been a great resource. So, and I'll just think fondly back on our times in Arizona. But thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Flowers?
Yes, I have to say that working with Mary Claire, I'm sure you all agree, is just a complete joy. But it's also an honor to consider her a friend. She's also a great friend, so a great colleague and a great person. You're a great asset to this wonderful agency. You'll be missed, and Fayetteville School District is very lucky to have you.
Dr. Williams?
Oh, yes. So listening to Dr. Flowers there, so you coming to Northwest Arkansas? Oh, you're gonna be working for a great school district and a good friend of mine in Dr. Colbert. Mary Claire, there's very few people I think has your knowledge of education law. It has just been a privilege to work with you. And I guess when they say one person's happy, another person is sad. Well, I'm sad and happy at the same time because you're going to be in Northwest Arkansas and you're just a phone call away from me to call you and say, what the heck is the charter panel doing now? So we're definitely going to miss you in your current role, but at the same time, I'm excited for you. And I look forward to seeing you here in Northwest Arkansas. Wishing you the best.
Mr. Baldwin?
Well, I'm not going to accept this. I second Dr. Wright McMurray's motion to not let her do this. But seriously, it has been a pleasure, and I have learned so much, Mary Claire, from you. You are probably the most organized person I have ever worked with, and how you keep up with all these laws. You know, we talked about it last time relative to banking law. I thought that was complicated, but what you deal with is so much more complicated, and you do it well. But the highest compliment I can give you is that you really care about the students. We can all see that what you're trying to do is do the best for the students, and that is that is the highest compliment. So well wishes, and I'm up in Northwest Arkansas too, so it sounds like Nackerman is going to buy us lunch someday, and we can talk about all kinds of things, and that'd be great. Congratulations.
Well, we're counting on both of you gentlemen to take good care of her while she's up there. So I have a motion on the table and a second to wish you the very best. And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Mary Claire, you want to come to the mic?
I'm going to try not to get emotional. I've never cried in a charter panel meeting before, so let's not make it the first time. You have no idea how much that means to me, all of your kind words. Getting to work with this panel has been the favorite part of my job since I took over charter in 2018. And getting to know all of you and learn from your perspectives has taught me so much, and I have just appreciated every moment of it. I appreciate so much that you guys keep students first. Like Mr. Baldwin said, that's always in the forefront of my mind, and I know it's always in the forefront of all of yours. This panel does absolutely fantastic work, and working with you has just been such an honor. And Fayetteville has a district conversion charter school, so you have not seen the last of me. So you're not getting rid of me quite that easy. And I look forward to being in front of you again. I hope you'll all keep in touch with me. I will miss you all dearly. That's it. I'm so emotional, I can't even get all of my words out. But just seriously, thank you all for everything.
Well, you've done a fabulous job, Mary Claire. All right. If there's no additional business, then I'll accept a motion to adjourn.
So
A
moved.
motion by Ms. Wright McMurray and a second by
Second.
Dr. Williams. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you being here today.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day.